back.
We're here.
We're back.
Yeah. Yeah. How long has it been?
Since July of 2019.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone,
Yeah.
to the Family Relations Podcast.
So much has happened since July of 2019
Oh, yeah.
to now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised people even still have the internet.
Yeah, I mean, we should have something better by now, right?
Yeah, or nothing.
Whoa. Wait, no, it wouldn't go backwards.
Because of the apocalypse that we had for an
The
entire
apocalypse of COVID-19, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still ongoing.
That's true.
Although I really don't feel like it is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't.
It's super weird because I feel like majority of the places I go, most people act like nothing's going on.
Yeah, but you're always reminded something is going on because everyone's always wearing a mask.
Right.
So you're like, I feel like everything's normal, but it's not.
Yeah. I literally, in the last 2 weeks at work, I've gotten yelled at for social distance and, I guess, crowded elevator.
Somebody yelled at you because you were standing too
Yeah.
close to somebody?
Listen to this, first of all. All right, little tangent to start things off. 2 stories. First one, I walk into this account, and there's the little dots on the ground, right? Stand here, stand here, stand here.
Naturally.
And you got at the front one, you're getting temperature scanned. So I'm at the first dot. In between the first and second dot is the hand sanitizer unit. So I step up to get some hand sanitizer, and the lady who's doing the temperature, she's like, "Sir, please get back 6 feet." I was like, "Put the hand sanitizer by step 1. Like, what's the deal? I'm just coming up to get a little squeeze." Nope, she had an issue. So then I was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm very sorry." And I stepped back. And then this happened this past week. I walk into an account again, hit the elevator button, and I'm waiting. Some lady comes up, hits the elevator button. It's already illuminated. Not sure why she hit it again. Hits the elevator button. Doors open. And she turns to me, "Do you mind if I ride alone?" And I was just like, "Sure. Like, I don't care." But then in my head, I was also like, I was clearly here way before you. And she just goes up. I was like, "Oh, thanks." And moments like that, like you said, make me think like, okay, yeah, maybe things aren't getting back to normal because some people are just weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
This was an OCD person's worst nightmare.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't even imagine.
For me, after like 2 weeks in my head, I was just like, you know what? Just kill me. I'll just take my chances.
It just literally, it's so weird because like the gym, you got to wear your masks. Listen to this nonsense.
What gym are you going to now?
LA Fitness.
Okay.
And they open up the court, half court. They put the volleyball net up and zip tie one net. So there's a full court, volleyball net in the middle, only half court. So basically, you could only play at the most 3-on-3. But apparently last week, there was 4-on-4 going with 20 people waiting. Why not? You can put the volleyball thing, just have 2 courts at social distance. You putting everyone on one half is not social distance. Mm-hmm. It's only a matter of time before they shut it all down, but they finally brought it back after months of just keeping it closed.
Yeah, I'm happy at like restaurants are opening up now too a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I feel so bad for those businesses. Just because, like, I mean, if you're not like a place that can really do takeout, you're screwed.
You're absolutely screwed.
You're screwed.
Like the movie theaters right now, dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
I went to, I saw one movie last month, the Little Things movie.
I don't know what that is.
The one with Jared Leto and
okay.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
It was literally just me and my sister in the movie theater.
God.
That's it.
That's
brand new movie. Just came out. Literally came out that night. Just us doing the theater.
That's so sad. But you had some great seats.
Yeah, and for some reason we still sat all the way up in the corner. Could have been front and center, but just felt like sitting in the corner, I guess.
You're just like, I mean, someone's got to walk in here, right? You're just like, oh, there's people coming.
Yeah.
There's people coming.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think we bought the seats beforehand, too.
Oh,
like
you got to
pick
pick
those seats.
Those are the worst theaters that do that now. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, nothing. Everything is weird. Everything is weird. The only thing that feels normal is when I go golfing. It's the only thing that feels normal. It's because nobody really requires the masks. Sure, everyone out of respect, when you go into the clubhouse, you put it up. But other than that, you're out on the course and they don't care. Nobody does. You're not wearing it while you're playing. It's fine. And it's the only thing that has seemed normal.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
I feel like golfers, like they all come from kind of the same place politically and and you know, they're like they have similar values. So everyone there's like, you don't need that shit.
Because it's so popular, and like when people retire, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, COVID, there was probably like a huge boom in terms of like young people that want to get into golf, that they had nothing else to do.
Well, it's funny because like you said it's like for people that retire, but all those are older people and they're still like, nah, screw it. You don't need to wear a mask.
Right. Yeah. You have people, I've gone into clubhouses where somebody's just holding their shirt over their face.
I want to do that every time I go into a store or something, but I'm like, I have to give a little bit more effort than that, you know?
Yeah. We got a memo at work saying they were like highly suggesting we wear double masks. And,
oh my God.
And there's like, it's optional, of course. And then I was like, I'm not wearing two.
That's crazy, man.
I'm good.
That's crazy. 2 masks.
Yeah. I mean, I had it. So like the weirdest thing is you feel like Superman after, because you're just like, oh, I'm good. Even though you're only clear for like 90 days.
Oh, I thought you meant because you, with double masks, your lung capacity gets bigger because it's like elevation training.
Oh, that's true. I'm just gonna wear an elevation mask around. Say, hey, bro, I'm training.
I'm filtering the air. This is better than a mask.
Just wear like a paintball helmet. Hey, big come up for robbers with these masks.
Oh yeah,
big come up.
Yep.
I mean, they're front and center. You can walk into a bank with a ski mask and nobody say a word.
I'd say universally, even now, if you walked into a bank with a ski mask.
Like, yeah, I'd like to make a withdrawal. What if that was somebody ski mask? I mean, you're gonna see
the teller's just. I'm off my game now.
No, it's okay. What is going on there?
It's a washer for the.
And we're back.
We had a minor interruption.
Yeah,
some technical difficulties.
It's only the guy that pays the mortgage.
That's true. That's true. But we're back. We were talking about the bank and ski masks.
Yeah. Even if you went into a bank, I would say with the ski mask, it'd be funny because the teller would just be like kind of waiting for you to do something.
Yeah.
I just want to open up a checking account. Yeah. Just a checking account,
you
miss.
Fill out one of the deposit slips and you just put it there. They'd like with the hand on the little button under the counter.
You just make jokes the whole time, like, man, how great would it be to have a $500,000 right now?
So where do you guys keep your safe?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Who actually skis in ski masks?
That's a good point.
I have never seen someone skiing in a ski mask.
It's not a good name for it, right?
Terrible.
They should just call them like robber masks.
Bank robber masks. That's the only time people wear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did people used to ski in them? There had to be some type of...
Probably in like 1927.
People were skiing in 1927?
I think so, yeah. I don't think Tesla invented skis.
It's true. That'd be sweet. Some battery-powered skis.
Why would they have to be battery-powered?
You'd go flying.
How would they, like jets in the back?
Yeah, some little propulsion. You'd be flying.
Interesting.
Somebody definitely dies, so that's probably why they're not.
Or they just hover a few inches off the snow.
But then you don't need the snow.
That's true. Then you could ski anywhere.
The world is your slopes.
Yeah, that would be the slogan.
That's why we're ideas guys. That was incredible.
Could you imagine bringing that on Shark Tank?
Hovering skis. 24 hour 365 skis.
At that point, I mean, you would just need like a board. You wouldn't need skis really.
There'd be a hoverboard.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna separate them so it's two individual skis. So it's different, a little different. It's our own thing.
But on your feet, right?
Yeah.
For each foot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like regular skis.
Like speed skis, like they're a little shorter.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So you don't gotta just like you can't turn a corner or go through a doorway with those big obnoxious ones on, like the cross country ones.
It's crazy how skis came before snowboards. You think it'd be simpler just to have a snowboard.
Well, I wonder what came first in terms of like surfing, skiing, and skateboarding. Like what was the order? Because they all are definitely variations of each other that one probably led to the next that led to the next.
I would say the first is skiing,
You think skiing came
then surfing, then skateboarding,
There's like how can we surf
and
on
then
the ground?
and then snowboarding. That's what I would say.
Wow.
Let's Google this.
Yeah, do a quick that's a good Google search. That's a little trivia question.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, stay tuned. We're gonna that is
Let's see here. When was skiing invented?
I think I gotta agree with you though.
In that order?
I feel like skateboarding was early though. Or like the longboard. Like I put that all in the same category.
I would say skateboarding came no matter what after surfing.
I think
Because they called skateboarding street surfing.
okay. But I feel like skateboarding too has been around longer than we might think. It was just always like stigmatized.
I would say skateboarding started in the late 60s, early 70s. That's my guess.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like I feel like it's been around longer.
Like you think so?
Like it
Like
me
when you
thinking
think
it's
when
only
you think
been-
of skateboarding a long time ago, what do you think of in your head?
all I think of is when I think of like old and skateboarding, I think of what was that movie?
Lords of Dogtown.
Lords of Dogtown.
But that was like in the 70s.
Right. That's what I'm trying to like picture.
Skiing was invented in 6000 BCE.
No.
That's what it says.
People were
The earliest archaeological examples of skis were found in Russia and date to 6000 BCE.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
That's incredible.
Okay. So far that's
One.
one.
What?
And then what was the second one I said? Surfing?
Surfing.
When was surfing?
That's incredible. Oh my gosh.
1767. Down to the year.
Wow.
Surfing is an amazing sport with an impressive history. The exact origins of surfing are not certain, but it was first observed by Europeans on a ship in Tahiti back in 1767.
Just like, what are these fools doing? What are these idiots doing out on the water?
All right. So far I'm right.
Yeah.
So far I'm
You're
right.
2 for 2. Snowboarding.
No, skateboarding.
Oh, skateboarding.
When
Wow.
was skateboarding?
That's incredible. I want to see. I wish I can see what a guy in 600 BCE was doing.
Skateboarding, 1950s.
What?
Skateboarding, as we know it, was probably born sometime in the late 1940s or early 1950s when Marty McFly went back in time.
Oh my
and he broke
gosh.
that front part off of the scooter.
That was it.
That was like 1955 or something.
Wow. Wow. Snowboarding time.
This was called sidewalk surfing, a new wave of surfing on the sidewalk as the sport of surfing became highly popular.
Wow. That's crazy. You're 3 for
Okay.
3.
3 for 3.
Technically, that means 4 for 4.
When was,
Or actually, no, not yet.
unless, snowboarding was,
You get jumped over here.
yeah. 1965.
What?
The precursor of the modern snowboard came out in about 1965 when engineer Sherman Poppin, of course, great Sherman Poppin, of Muskegon, Michigan, the widely acknowledged father of the snowboard, invented the prototype that paved the way of the modern board.
What? So wait. When my dad was born, there was no such thing as snowboarding.
No,
That's incredible.
just skiing.
That's incredible.
6,000 years ago.
No, I don't. Not more than that, right?
Was invented in 6000 BCE. I guess it would be
It's
longer.
longer, yeah.
It would be like
Because we're technically AD right
it'd be like
now.
closer to 8,000 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You know what's crazy to think about? That crossed my mind the other day. I was like, we could like potentially be here till like 2100.
What do you mean? Like on Earth?
Yeah.
Like our species?
Well, like us, me, you.
Oh, you're saying with like medical advances?
Not even. If we live to the hundreds, early hundreds, we can make it to 2100. And I just like was like thinking about how different everything would look in 2100.
2100. I would be like 120
No, you would not.
minus.
No.
I'd be 107.
Yeah, that's doable.
That's pretty fucking old.
That's doable though.
That's old, man.
That's
would you want?
doable.
Would you want to be that old though?
If I was functioning, if I was just a tomato, no. No, like, no, thank you.
If only if there was a way we could we could just get like a tune-up, you know?
The stuff that what's his name is doing.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
The
Neuralink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Would you sign up for that?
But you'd have to sign up for it like before you got too old because you get to keep, if I understand it correctly, you get to keep your mind basically. You're like downloading your mind into another body. So you wouldn't want to download your mind when it's already starting to,
Right. You got to get on it.
get all spotty.
Right.
You'd want to download it at like before you start forgetting shit.
Right.
Which is like, damn. You got to hope that he invents it before that.
It's already in a pig.
Yeah, but the most like basic version of it, right?
Version. I don't know how. I feel like they're.
But if that experiment or whatever it was, that was just them being able to monitor the pig's brain activity, right?
Yeah.
They weren't like downloading.
I don't think it
its
was downloading or
consciousness.
controlling anything. No.
Yeah, it was just kind of just like reading its brain.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a starting point. I mean, I'm not inventing anything like that, so I
No.
can't really complain.
I love when there's people who complain about like what he's spending his money on. I'm just like,
It's like, how about you start your own
yeah,
business?
he made his own money.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling you what car to get, what to do. You do your thing.
It's his duty.
Yeah, let him do his thing. He has no duty besides doing what he enjoys
Yeah.
with his money.
Yeah, and it just so happens that it's helping people.
Right. Helping people's brains, and he's coming from a good place because sure, you can think about, oh, he's creating cyborgs. You can go down that road, sure.
Do you think what he's doing now? Like, I just thought about this. Do you think what he's doing now, he's actually helping people, or he has helped people?
I think
Because let's think about what he's done. He did PayPal, right?
Right,
Which
sold
was
PayPal.
which was a big. Is that helping people? I
think
guess
so.
in a way.
I think so.
Um,
It was like Venmo, every Venmo, Cash App, all that stuff came after PayPal.
yeah, and people still use PayPal.
Yeah.
Started Tesla,
Tesla.
which is just a car company.
Yeah.
There's not really any charity there. So is he helping
Right,
people?
but
I mean,
that's eco-friendly.
yeah, it's eco-friendly, and then I guess they're self-driving. If you're just like,
It's like 10 grand more.
yeah.
With the,
Is it? Have you been in a self-driving Tesla?
I've driven a Tesla.
You haven't. You didn't let it drive you though.
No, it didn't. I don't think it had it. My mom's getting one.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's getting one.
With the self-driving?
No.
Ah,
It's the SUV one. I don't know what that one's called. The model. I think it's Model Y.
I don't know.
I think so.
You should convince her to shell out that extra 10 G's.
I don't think she would trust the car to drive.
Really?
There's like a thing you can do where it doesn't creep. So
What does that mean?
when you come to a stop, you can take your foot off the gas and the car won't move again until you hit the gas.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't. When you let go of the brake, it doesn't move. You can set it to move or not to move.
So it's basically like it's in neutral or
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, it just sits there. You don't hear the thing. The thing knows when it's you at the car and it unlocks. You don't carry a key, nothing.
How does it know? It scans your face.
No, it just knows it's you. I don't know how.
It smells you.
The thing just knows.
What do you think about the truck?
Like the pickup truck, because he's making a semi too.
The Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, I think it looks sick.
I was like, when I first saw it, I'm like, this is dumb. It's so like, it's just a meme. And then I was like thinking about it, like like me actually driving it on the street. I'd be like, that's a serious flex right there.
And nobody's messing with you. You're just like, this dude's ready for the apocalypse.
He's in a moon rover.
The thing with like Teslas, which is cool, if the apocalypse were to happen, gas stations done. The guy with the Tesla looks like the smartest man in the world.
Well, that's assuming if the power grid is still active.
True.
If there's no power grid,
True.
it's just
But you can go into a generator.
I guess you could just use it as a small little armored apartment. You know.
Yeah. Nobody's
Although
touching
the glass is gonna break if somebody tries
Eventually.
and smashes it.
Eventually. Remember that siren?
Exactly. All it took was a rock, dude.
First throw just shatters it. Oh my god.
If they work out the kinks with those windows, then it might be
You're
a good
set.
home to have.
You're set.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. There's what else? He has like a semi with Tesla, but I think it's still in like testing. And then SpaceX, I think, is sick.
Has he really done anything with SpaceX though? Like I'm just ignorant. Has he made any like?
He's sent people to the space station, sent supplies to the space station, and
The International Space Station,
which is going to be decommissioned in 2025. They're
Why?
like they're just done with it. I think they're making a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly, or they're going to put their attention on like a moon base or something like that. Because there's literally, I think right now, there's Jeff Bezos, whatever, his company. He has a space company.
Oh, he does
Yeah,
too.
it's called Blue Origin. They're bidding with NASA for like the moon missions. So is SpaceX, and there's like a third.
They're bidding with NASA.
They're
What does that mean?
they're like I don't know exactly who pays who though. I think they're presenting ideas to NASA, and NASA's picking one of the three to partner with and do the moon missions.
Partner. Okay, so they could use each other's
Right.
resources.
Right.
Otherwise, if
Because SpaceX works with NASA a lot.
right. Otherwise, they could just do whatever they want, right? I mean, space isn't regulated.
You have to pay like per pound you send in space.
Pay who?
Like I'm guessing NASA. Someone gets paid per pound. There's a price to per pound you're sending in space.
But isn't that implying like they own space?
Basically. The thing that's weird is like Mars. What happens when two different countries land on Mars? It's not going to be ran like it is here.
That's weird. And you're 100% sure that NASA charges people to shoot their own rockets into
Yeah,
space? Or is it
yeah.
or do they charge them to shoot rockets that they help build or whatever?
It's rockets in general. Even if they're partnering with NASA, you're paying per pound
But
of weight
if like Elon Musk just decided to shoot something into space, he has to pay NASA?
based off the weight. That's why they're trying to make everything lightweight. Everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And what, if they don't, NASA will just fine them?
No, it doesn't have. It just you want to make it lightweight because then you
No, but
don't pay them.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I
what
think
happens
it's all agreed on before they send. I think you have to go through like some type of process before you send something out.
That's crazy. So if Elon Musk has his own launch pad, his own way to get the rockets up into space, he still
Yeah.
has to pay NASA no matter what?
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to buy a city in Texas right now because he's moving Tesla to Texas.
He's trying to buy a city in Texas.
Yeah, so he can like rename it.
Rename the city?
Yeah.
To Tesla City?
It's like Starship City or something like that. Yeah, Starship, Texas. Or
Oh
something
my
like that.
God, dude.
This dude he's all like, you gotta appreciate.
He's an evil villain.
Well, you gotta appreciate the like how many people like quote unquote go all in and actually back it up. He is like one of the few that he's just all in, all in.
Dude, how much money did he spend on Bitcoin? Like 1.6 billion or something?
Crazy,
Something crazy.
And now you can buy Teslas with Bitcoin.
I only have like 150 bucks in Bitcoin.
I got 0 Bitcoin.
I can't buy anything with my Bitcoin, really.
One day, hold
I'm
it.
hanging on to it.
Yeah, hold it. But I okay. We brought up or we touched on Mars. At what point would you go, or would you not?
To Mars?
Yeah.
Um,
Like how many people need to be there before you're like, okay, yeah, it's safe to go there.
well, I don't know if it'd be a matter of how many people they have on there. It would really have to do with what's going on here, you know? Like if the quality of life here just got so bad to the point where it's like I can't live on this planet anymore, which is crazy to think about. Like how bad could things possibly get where
Pretty bad.
we would just have to leave? Yeah, I mean they could get whole cities built up there, you know, like get an infrastructure going, but if there's no incentive for me to leave Earth, the planet that we were designed to live on, then you would have a hard time trying to get me to go to Mars.
I think I would go.
Would you?
I think it would need to be.
I just think about how much could go wrong.
I heard someone say this. I think it was on a different podcast, but he said that, and it was like, it made the most sense to me. I was like, yes, because he's like, I would like to show up right at the time they're signing their Declaration of Independence or whatever that is. And I was like, that seems pretty good. Like they already got the county. They kind of just all agree on the rules. All right, now I'm here.
Yeah, but I mean, like, think about the after the Declaration of Independence was signed here in the United States. It wasn't like everything was just fine after
That's
that.
true. That's
there was
true.
still a lot of
Maybe I wait a little bit.
A lot of war.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what the Declaration was signed in 76, and then
Yeah.
by not even 100 years later, the nation is divided in half, fighting each other.
Over land.
Yeah, among other things.
Yeah, but a lot of it was land based,
Yeah.
which is wild.
And then the government basically split for however many years,
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that's basically the government now. I don't believe there's a government.
I would be, let me just put it this way. I would be late to the party on Mars.
Okay.
I would wait until there was bloodshed. I would wait till leaders were assassinated. Things calmed down a little bit.
Okay.
I'd wait after the Civil War. That's when I'd punch
you
my
let
ticket.
that happen. All
I'd
right,
let
that's a good
the
move.
inevitable Civil War happen.
I mean, the thing about Mars, it's like super weird, but I think when they decide to build there, I think it's either going to have to be entirely enclosed or underground.
Yeah, just watch the movie Total Recall. It'd be exactly like that.
Yeah, because even if you terraform it, you're getting blasted with just rays, cosmic rays.
And then if you go outside with no helmet on, your head just explodes. Your eyes come out.
I don't know
your
if
head.
that's how it happens.
You saw the movie, right?
No, is
Total
that's the
Recall?
Arnold Schwarzenegger one? I know,
Yeah,
right? No.
yeah. You've never seen that
No.
movie? You would love it.
I think I'm in.
Actually, I think 50% you hate it, 50% you love it.
All right, well, looks like I got my evening plans.
You're either gonna think it's the funniest thing ever, or you're gonna think it's really stupid.
sounds
I
like,
think
sounds like
you.
a movie.
I think you might think it's stupid.
No, I like stupid.
Okay.
Paul Blart Mall Cop, in my eyes, great movie.
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod, great. Like all that stuff is just they're the stupidest movies, but in the right set and in the right setting, great movies.
But it's not stupid because it's trying to be stupid. It's stupid because of it's trying to be like serious, not like overly serious, but it's just the fact that he goes out on Mars and his head and his eyeballs are coming, and it looks so fake. It looks so fake looking. You can clearly tell.
When is it from? Isn't it an old movie?
It's from the late 80s, early 90s, I believe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I'll look it up tonight. I'll watch it. Wow. I mean, sounds like it'd be right up my alley, but
But it's not stupid to be stupid. It's stupid because of how dated it is. You know, how dated
those are the best.
the action is, how dated the special effects are. That's why it's stupid.
It just seems so cheesy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it.
Oh,
It just seems
gosh.
cheesy.
Oh my gosh. I'll watch it. Total Recall. I read the book, Total Recall.
You read the book before you saw the movie?
It's just his autobiography.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
And the funniest part about it is he literally just like he's reading the first chapter, and he says things that aren't in the book.
Oh, like you listen to the audiobook.
Yeah, and well, I was following in the book as I was listening to it, and he would just say words that weren't part of the sentence, and he'd just go off on tangents, and I'd just be like following along. I'm like, where's he going? Like what? And then after the first chapter, they just put someone with no accent, because I don't know if I can listen to Arnold for a full. The book was like,
So he just read the first chapter and then
Yeah.
and then punched out.
yeah, he's out. That's all. It might have even just been the intro.
Oh, okay.
He read something early, like first or intro. That's all.
You know what video I watched the other day? Where he's disguised and he goes in the gym.
Oh my god!
I thought of you when I was watching it.
I
You look
like
pretty
what
pumped
I see
up.
and I see what I like. Oh my gosh! What was his name? Wasn't it Howard?
Howard Kleiner.
Yeah, Howard, Howard Kleiner.
You look pretty pumped up.
Speaking of like cheesy, he had the fakest disguise on.
Yes.
What is the mustache? Wait, like what? To look nothing.
The hair.
A stupid ponytail that was. The guy is wrinkly, yet he has a jet black ponytail.
Yep.
Like, what?
That happens.
It made no sense. There's no way nobody knew that was him. Everyone knew that was him.
Yeah, I think maybe the lady at the... No, they must have all known.
I think
must
they all
have
did.
known.
The
Yeah.
best was the repetitions of water.
Yeah, that's what I was... yeah, the girl.
She was just playing along. She just kept going. You're just like, what are you doing?
And that's when I was going to say, that she didn't know. But I mean, if any other guy was telling her to do that, she'd be like, "What? I'm leaving. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here."
Yeah.
So she must have knew it was him. That's why she
Or
kept
saw
going.
the camera and didn't know it was maybe exactly him, but knew someone was messing with her.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And she just played along.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's how it is with half of those like YouTube prank things. The cameras are always, you're just like, this camera is right in front of them. You're just like, there's no way you don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I was watching that guy. You know, that guy
Oh, yeah. Ed Bassmaster.
kicks the dirt.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He
Hilarious.
is literally, he is one of the original YouTubers.
He is, and he still makes videos.
Yeah. They're like, the best is I'm putting you on the news. He just like will film people and say that, and they get so mad.
The one that had me dying was when he puts on the vampire makeup and he scares people.
What about the one where he just like pauses his face and just like,
No, I didn't see
he'll
that
be
one.
mid-sentence talking to someone, just go, and then just continue his sentence like 30 seconds later.
I love that.
And they're just like, what's going on? He just continues. Some people just like walk away as he's sitting there frozen. He just can't do anything. Oh my God. He is awesome.
He is. He's really funny. He does prank calls too.
I saw this video the other day where this guy dressed in a suit and he would go up to people and just be like, bro, is your phone working? He's like, I've been trying to contact you about your cars or your, what is the stupid phone calls we get all day long about your car's extended warranty?
Oh, the warranty? Yeah. Who falls for that?
I don't know.
Who falls for those
There has
phone
to be a
calls?
bunch of people if they keep doing it.
You think so?
They're just bombarding people. They have to be getting.
I've
a
never
good
even
amount.
listened to the whole message to even know what they're asking for.
Yeah, I don't know. I hang up the second I hear, "Oh, I've been trying to contact."
There's like a pause beforehand,
Yeah.
and then you hear that.
Yeah.
Or it's like the robotic lady's voice.
Yeah, she's
This
like,
is
we're
an
on a recorded
important
line.
This is an important message about your car's warrant. Beep.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? There literally has to be so many people that fall for that, and it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's and how is like nobody? How is that not something like the government or like the feds look into? Just
Probably
scam
because they
artists?
have better shit to do.
Well, what are they doing?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
Bringing down Al Qaeda.
Whoa,
They already
it's
brought in-
ISIS now.
What is it?
It's ISIS now.
Is ISIS even a thing anymore? I feel like we got
There's probably we got them.
I think we got
Ladies
'em.
and gentlemen, we got them.
I think we got ISIS. They're not really in the news anymore.
Yeah, because they're ever since the news got kind of just corrupted with just bashing everyone else.
You know what? I feel like this is the first time in a ever since I could remember, we just don't have an enemy right now.
That we know of. We like want to think China, want to think.
But what I mean is, like, think about growing up. We always had an enemy.
Mhm.
You know, Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein,
Yep.
ISIS,
Yep. Putin.
Putin. Yeah, I mean, he's not like a direct enemy. We're like not at war with.
He's
with
probably
Russia.
the closest to like an enemy. Oh no, probably what's the North Korean dude?
But even he's not like he hasn't done anything in a while.
Last week he fired 2 missiles.
But he's just practicing.
Practicing for what? What is he trying to do?
You know what he's practicing for.
That's what I don't understand. What, like, these people that are like are in these countries, not people, these countries that are stockpiling just like weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you understand you live on this earth too?
I think it's just.
Is it just a flex?
I think they just. Yeah, it's a flex.
It's like I'm never going to use these, but hey, I got them.
Well, I don't think they're necessarily thinking they're not going to use them. I think they want to be taken. They want to be big dogs too. you know?
So in the way they do that, instead, like they could either build up their economy and their infrastructure, but there's like, or we could have big bombs.
Yeah, it's like it's basically a version of like a bro, you know? Like when you think of a bro, you think of a guy that his identity is based on the fact that he could lift heavy weights and he could be tough on the surface level.
That's a good point.
But beyond that,
Great analogy.
he's very insecure. You know, probably stemming back from a childhood incident. You know, he was
Great
bullied,
analogy.
and now he's a bro. He's got this tough exterior.
Looking.
Looking,
We don't really know.
we don't really
We
know.
don't know if it's functional.
But underneath it all, he's a little bitch.
That had to be something you were stewing on because that was a great analogy.
It's North Korea is a bro. It's a chubby little
He is-
Korean
he's a
bro.
little- he's a little chunk.
He is a chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably like 5'5".
5'5", 300
How tall
pounds.
is he? How tall is he? Pull up his height.
You can't even look it up online. It's gonna say he's 10 feet tall because that's what they do in North Korea. They
they
say
inflate the heights.
they say he broke all these records when he was a little kid, and he's never. This is true. Never taken a dump. He doesn't have a butthole.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, you and I know he has a butthole, but as far as the North Koreans know, he doesn't have a butthole. He doesn't poo.
What?
That's what they tell. That's what the North Korean government tells it.
That's
people.
what makes him special to them?
He's just like a god. Like gods don't poo, I guess.
That's true. And I mean, in the Bible, you never hear about him using the facilities.
Making a BM, yeah,
Right.
a holy BM.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. So he's like a god. Like, and they say stuff like, you know, he was breaking records when he was 3 years. He could walk when he was born. Basically, they say shit like that. I don't know about that one specifically, but of that sort, you know.
What a psycho.
Let's see how tall he is. Let's see if we could even pull it
I
up.
think they were going to find legit height. I don't even think he's my height, but I'm pretty short.
How tall is Kim Jong-un? It
No.
says he's 5'7".
No, he's my height. I mean, how much? He probably weighs like 7,000 pounds.
300 pounds.
Is he really?
Yep.
No.
136 kilograms, which is 300 pounds.
That's a meatball.
Yeah.
What?
He's 33 years old.
He's got me by 100 plus pounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What the heck?
I'm just looking at all his family members.
Hey, you don't want to go don't search too much, man. Clear it. Yo, you're in trouble tonight. You're in so much trouble. Someone's going to come knocking on the door.
I'll just get him some McDonald's. He'll forget all about it.
That's true. You know, like, oh, no worries. We're good. We're good. I've been having these, I wanted to bring this up. I don't even, I'm going to sound crazy. But I think I'm almost 100% certain that like I'm in a simulation.
Okay.
Things keep happening in my life where I'm just like,
Glitches?
I don't know if it's glitches. It's almost like a lot of like my interests just continue to collide. And like, say like I like this musician and this musician, you would never think anything. Next thing you know, they got a song together. And I'm just like,
Who are you talking about specifically?
first of all, Hobson. I listen to a lot of Hobson and like NF.
Hobson? Is he alive still?
Yeah. He was out in somewhere down south just kind of doing his own thing. But he literally, out of nowhere, they just release a song. And I was like, whoa, wait a second.
Wait, it was Hobson and who else?
NF. It's just his initials, but that's what he goes by.
Okay.
And they make a song together.
Are
Weird.
they both rappers?
Yeah, weird. You would never think they're going to work together. And then out of nowhere, NF, Tech 9. And I was like, this is weird. I listened to both of these guys separate. Little weird. Oh, man.
There's an intruder.
There is an intruder. No, I'm like, it's just like, there's so many, trying to think of other things that happen. It's just weird. Where people will like say things to me that I was literally thinking. And I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So, like just so many different things. I was like, all right, well, you know what? If I'm in it, just enjoy it. It's super strange. And I don't know what to make of it.
You know what happens to me, and it happens to me a lot, is when I'm hearing somebody talk and say a word, and then I'll look somewhere else and I'll see that word somewhere.
That's
That happens
weird.
to me so much.
Really?
And it's like not a common word. It's like architect. And that, like, I'll hear somebody say the word architect, and I'll look, and there'll be like a sign or something, an ad. It says the word architect in it.
Simulation. This is weird. We're just brain in vets.
Yeah.
So weird.
It happens to the point where it's like, this can't be a coincidence anymore. It happens so much.
There is like, I don't know what it is. If it's like simulation, if it's just like, maybe like our brains are just like subconsciously just like, have you ever heard of, I don't know if it's a theory or it's just like, it's like an actual thing that happens, like outside noises and things, like say if something drops and you're dreaming, it's going to coordinate with your dream, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, how in the world does it know something's about to hit?
Right.
But it happens. It's noted a lot of times, and that's like a weird thing.
Yeah, you're dreaming about something, like you said, falling.
Yeah.
Or like you're about to get punched in the face or something, and then somebody just is waking you up.
Right.
But do you start dreaming that as it's happening?
I don't know. It would have to be so fast. Your dreams would have to go so fast, and we just perceive them as happening in like normal slow speed.
Mm-hmm.
They would, if it's literally read and react, it's absolutely just punch, like it's that fast as a punch. It's just dream.
Do you like use any of like a Apple Watch or Fitbit or anything?
I have an Apple Watch. Yeah.
Do you sleep with it? Does it monitor your sleep?
That's weird you said that. Less than a simulation again. Less than a month ago, I literally downloaded like a sleep app, and I was like doing it just to see if I was having like disturbances, and I did it for like 2 weeks.
It goes through your Apple Watch?
Yeah, and you're supposed to charge it when you're getting ready for bed at night, when you're getting ready for work in the morning, which it worked. That, like, they suggest that, and it worked fine. But yeah, you just wear your watch when you go to sleep, and you have to set like your sleep times.
Mm-hmm.
So you just say like record new sleep. So I always would put what time I'd round up what time I'm going to bed and what time my alarm was set for in the morning. And I did it for 2 weeks and literally had maybe like 2 disturbances. And I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need this. Because I just wanted to see if there was any like things I should like look out for. But like, I just sleep like a baby, like a rock. A lot of the times too is just gummied up, just melting into the mattress.
That helps.
It literally. Okay. I had an episode. I'm kind of all over the. Oh, you got to make sure your mic's good.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good. All right. I thought I busted my knee pretty good, and I was icing it. My mom's just like, "Let me take you to emergency room," because I was like hobbling around the house.
How did you hurt your knee?
Playing basketball, and I was just like, "No, I don't need to go. I'm good. I'll just ice it." She's like, "No, come on, we're going." So I was like, "All right, fine, we'll go," but I forgot that I took half a gummy, so didn't think nothing of it. Went to emergency room, just thinking nothing of it, and I'm just sitting there waiting to be called, and I was just in such a weird place, and I was like, man, I'm just dreading this emergency room, man. This sucks. And I thought nothing of it. I get taken into the first room, blood pressure, all that stuff. They're just like, do you drink or smoke? And I was like, no, I don't drink. And they're just like, do you smoke? And I just started laughing. And then right there, I was like, God, you took I forgot completely that I took the gummy. But it was in that moment, I was like, yeah, you
got me.
I was like, well, I smoke a little bit. And she was just like, cigarettes? I was like, no. And started laughing again. And I was like, I got to get out of here.
Was she laughing?
She was like, it's legal now. You're good. And I was like, okay. And I was just trying not to laugh. And when you're in that headspace, when you're trying not to laugh is when you laugh even more.
Right.
And I couldn't stop laughing. So I was like, I got to get out of here. So I had to go sit in the waiting room, and I was just so like disappointed in myself. I was like, what a failure. You couldn't hold it together.
Did your mom know? Was she like, why are you back in the waiting room?
No, they sent you back, and then because they do your vitals, send you back, and then they call you in.
Okay.
But she had to wait in the car, so she wasn't even there for any of this.
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah. Not normal.
That's so funny.
It's so weird, but that's literally that's where it's at. I think that gummies are so underrated, and a lot of people just think you kind of go crazy off them.
Yeah, especially if you're not in the game. You
Yeah.
know?
So many people just think like, oh yeah, you're gonna go crazy off gummies. A lot of people, I've heard stories of people that go schizophrenic off gummies.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like, how much are you taking? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's easy to be like, oh, I don't feel anything yet, and then
Yeah.
you pop another one in.
Yeah,
Before you know it, you're like at 200 milligrams,
you're just caked.
more than caked.
Yeah,
You're glitching out of the simulation at that point.
I'll literally go what I call moon golfing. And your only focus is, I got to make contact with this ball. That's all you're thinking. And then when you're riding in the cart, you're just like, am I wet? That's all I constantly have.
Wet?
Yeah, I always feel like I peed myself or something. Like I feel like my feet are wet.
Is
I
the
get-
grass wet?
No. I literally always, even if I'm in my bed, just sitting there and I'm gummied up, I'll feel like sometimes I'm just like, why do my feet feel wet?
You get leaky, huh?
I don't know if I'm not actually leaking because I like touch my feet. Nothing. I just feel wet. And it's the weirdest thing.
I think you're messing up your hardware up there. That's what it sounds like.
Up top,
Yeah, you're messing up your hardware.
hardware's been messed up. We're trying to counterbalance.
I feel like you think it's fixing the hardware, but it's making the hardware worse.
It's just a simulation. That's why I haven't
your
been
your
concerned.
wires are getting crossed right now, bro.
Maybe maybe
That's such
I'm,
a specific thing.
I cannot be alone on that.
Honestly,
Someone is going to comment on this video and say, yes, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I'll be watching the comments to see if anybody else feels wet when they pop some gummies.
It's a thing. And it's just like, you just feel like you soiled yourself. On Thanksgiving when we were here and we were gummied up, I thought I peed my pants.
That was the worst day of my life.
That was so fun. The best loaded mashed potatoes you've ever had.
Oh my god.
Why was that the worst day of your life?
I just got to a point where like I need to be isolated. It's too much going on around me right now.
You need your safe room?
Yeah. I just wanted to start running. I wanted to Forrest Gump out of there.
We're just sitting there just in another world.
Our own world's blinders on.
Oh,
You don't realize people are trying to talk to you.
everything was muzzled.
Yes.
You feel like, like in movies where like someone like gets stun punched or something and you hear like that ringing.
Yeah, or like in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. Where there's like, hey, hey. Meanwhile, the grenade just went off.
Yeah, you're shell shocked. You're just shell shocked for 3 hours.
It drowns out everything. It's true though. It's always everything is just, and you're just like, are you talking to
Have
me?
you been talking to me?
I can't hear you. that was like not even. I think we literally took 12 and a half. That's not even bad, but we were gone.
I wasn't really in the game at the time.
Are you in the game now?
Not really.
No.
No.
Oh, we're head first in the game.
You're
I'm in the game. EA Sports is in the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Just gummies or
No. Last night
are you injecting?
No. Yeah.
Are you tying off?
I'm tired off. Yesterday I ripped a nice J and then all just by myself and then just had I had a full gummy, which was 65 milligrams.
Healthy.
Yeah.
It's a healthy amount.
Yeah, I was literally I just laid in bed and I have like a little speaker and just put it next to me and there's like this playlist on Spotify. It's just floating through space is what it's called. And you play it and it's like the stuff that, have you ever seen Interstellar?
Yep.
It's basically like the music in the background. It's like that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like almost like orchestra music.
Yeah, there's no words. Everything is instrumental, but it just feels like
Are they hip hop study beats?
No, this is not hip hop study. This is literally, you feel like the only way to explain it is floating through space. And a lot of synthesizers, a lot of that
Yes.
kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I'm literally
yeah.
just this song that has 0 words will just take you all over the map.
Take you on a magic carpet
And,
ride.
and you're on a magic carpet ride for hours. What seems like hours anyway. I don't know how long it actually is. Gone. And it was incredible. There was last week I went to get one of my tattoos touched up, and I took half a gummy, and I think it was a combination between half the gummy and pain, a lot of pain. I think I was having like a full blown like psychedelic experience.
Really?
Yeah.
From just a gummy?
Yes. It was half of 65, whatever that is. I'm not a numbers guy.
32 and a half?
Good math. But yeah, I would sit there with my eyes closed. I was like teetering on the edge of like sleeping and not asleep. Oh, and not asleep. And I was like in a weird place. I was in such a weird place. I don't know what was going on. Did not feel anything that was happening to me, but knew I was in pain. And I just would see just these two just like orbs just kind of just
So
doing
you were
their thing.
seeing shit.
Yeah, but I think it's like, you know, when you close your eyes and look
Yeah.
at a light, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, yeah.
The light, the fan with the light had 2. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this is what I'm seeing, but these are not moving. The actual lights are not moving. But when I close my eyes and I see those things, they're moving.
Yeah.
And it was just super weird. And I was in a trance, and she would just like tap me. She's like, you good? You okay? And I was like, I'm good. And I just give her the thumbs up. I'm good.
So,
Meanwhile, I'm bracing for dear life, just white knuckling the table.
so were you, does that usually happen when you take that
No.
much? Why do you think it happened?
I don't know.
You think it was the pain too?
I think the combination with
It
pain.
made you transcend?
I don't know what. Yeah, it had to be something, honestly. But
Oh.
it's just a weird combo, and it's just like, I think with anything you take, even like if you drink alcohol, it's like set and setting can change the experience entirely.
Oh, yeah.
Entirely. Like I'm sure you could have alcohol to the point where you actually have like a Zen like experience.
I have before.
Right. You
for
just take
sure.
it by like you're just by yourself drinking and like meditating or just sitting there just kind of thinking, doing whatever. And it's that you're not doing anything different than you would do at a party, say, but you're just focusing on just like nothing.
It's funny, like with alcohol, it's like on one hand you can be in a meditative state and almost being able to, you know, it's almost psychedelic. It's not really psychedelic, but it's like it helps, it lubricates your thinking, you know. But also you could be at a party and just be not meditating on anything,
And you're just gone.
and you're just gone. You can't talk straight. You're mumbling.
The weirdest part for me about alcohol,
I guess that's the difference between doing something in moderation and doing something in excess.
right?
You know?
Because anything you do too much edibles, you're gonna be mumbling.
Yeah.
But in both situations, which is the weirdest part, you don't think you're mumbling. Mm-hmm. Like you feel like, why can't you understand me?
Right.
And like, well, hello, like, what are you doing? And meanwhile, you're probably just that's probably what it sounds like. It is the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so
I
weird.
think it's just a good lesson just to do things responsibly,
Yeah.
whether it be
But even if you don't want to do it responsibly, just make sure you have your set and setting planned out. Mm-hmm. Like you can be just like belligerent and take your just crazy amounts of whatever. You can, whatever. Obviously, too much alcohol is going to kill you or give you liver poisoning, whatever that is. But there's like, you can enjoy yourself as long as you're kind of in the right headspace / actual like space, you're good. Mm-hmm. And you'll be fine, and that will kind of guide your
swag.
you got to lay out the path before you go.
Yeah.
You can't sober. The path needs to be laid out sober before you try to do anything, or else you're setting yourself up for madness.
Madness.
Absolute madness.
Some people like madness.
Some people do, and I don't know how, because, well, we have a madness story. But we're gonna get into that maybe next episode.
Next episode.
Next episode, we can kind of get into that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just that kind of went to show you how like we kind of had a plan, but we didn't know where it was gonna go.
Right.
And that was like it was weird.
It was weird, but it was good.
It was good. But like it's just time, man, time. Time will get you.
Yeah. Time is a flat circle.
Flat circle.
Have you seen that show?
No.
True Detective?
No.
I feel like you would really like it. Actually, I think you would love it.
What is it on?
It's on HBO.
I have HBO.
Yeah, look up True Detective Season 1.
All right.
Literally, I think you would hear Matthew McConaughey in that show, and you'd be like, that's my favorite character ever.
I love Matthew McConaughey, period.
He would be, I'm saying it right now, his character in True Detective is your new favorite character.
Before I even see a single
Before
episode?
you even see a single episode.
I'm in. Sign me up.
I feel
Does
like
he have his same voice? Like his like green lights?
exactly like that. And he says things like, this place feels like a memory of a town. And then he's talking about the psychosphere. Wait till you hear him talk about the psychosphere.
What is that?
Exactly. I don't even know. I've seen that season.
Is it a real thing?
I've seen that season like 5 times. And I still don't know what the psychosphere is.
Is it a real thing?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow. You just blew my mind. I haven't seen a single
Yeah.
episode. What?
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Well, how many episodes are in season 1?
I want to say between 8 and 10,
And how long are episodes?
like a movie length,
What?
like an hour and a half.
Oh my God. I'm in though. I'm in.
Here, this is what it's basically about. You've never heard of True Detective?
I've heard of it, but I have no idea.
So there's
what
like
it's
a
about.
bunch of different seasons, and all the seasons are I don't really even know if they're related or unrelated because I've only seen the first. I've seen parts of the other ones. They're not better than the first one. So the first season is about these 2 cops in Louisiana, and they just got partnered up. They're new partners, so it's almost like a buddy cop thing, but not really.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey is one cop, and then Woody Harrelson is the other cop.
That's a good duo.
Yeah, it's a great
What
duo.
a duo.
And the show is about they're working the same case over the course of, I think it's like 10 years.
My God.
So without spoiling anything, it starts off with them investigating this girl, body they found in the woods. She has like wooden antlers on. Her hands are bound. She's naked, and she's like kneeling in front of like a tree, and she's got like a mark on her back. And they're digging into like what happened to her, like who she is, and it just opens up after that. They go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole, and it starts becoming psychological, psychedelic.
What the heck?
Yeah, and they're just investigating that case, and slowly the layers are getting peeled back, and you're finding out more about.
Do you
what's
get
going
answers,
on.
or does it just leave you at the end?
No. It's definitively answered at the end of the show,
okay.
But the way that the path that they go on to get there, it's funny because Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, they're completely opposites. Like Woody Harrelson is a very like grounded, like nose to the ground type of guy. Like he doesn't mess with any. He doesn't mess with any philosophy, or there's a clear cut. This is what we're gonna do. I've been a cop for this long, and there's a certain way of doing things. And on the other hand, Matthew McConaughey, he's like a loose cannon, psychedelic warrior.
So like him in real life.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's an extension of who he is. But he's like very cynical, and he says things like, "This place feels like a memory of a town." And then Woody Harrelson looks at him and goes, "Can you shut up? Like, just stop stop saying shit. Like, it's scaring me." And he says like other just weird like he talks a lot about like Nietzsche,
Okay.
the
philosopher.
The philosopher brings that in. He's very like they're just opposites, and they butt heads a lot because they're the way that they work the cases is very different.
Wow.
And you just gotta watch it. I won't say anything more than that.
Say no more.
I could literally. After this, I could go on and put it on and watch it all over again. That's how good it is.
Oh my God.
That's how good it is.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
I think they were supposed to make a movie too, but they never did.
Wow. I watched this one. What was it called? think it was called like The Stranger. It's like kind of weird. It's based in like Britain or England, whatever you want to call it. And it's just like so weird because it's like basically these kids just like took MDMA and ended up just like killing some like animal, and then they found somebody dead, and just a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened. And this one kid is still dealing with, it's like for like days and weeks after, as it's being investigated, he still just like has visions, like weird visions or weird visuals. And he's like, I don't know what you call that, but it's like where he will slip into this MDMA phase just randomly still. And it's been out of his system for God knows how long. And it's so weird. It's such a weird, so many twists and turns. And you're just like, what?
And what is this on?
I think it's on Netflix.
The Stranger?
Yeah. Super weird. Cause then like some anonymous like girl is just like giving clues all over the place. And you're just like, how in the world does this girl know anything? She wasn't even there. So weird.
And the plot thickens.
It's interesting.
I'd check it out. I haven't been watching a lot of TV, but you know, it's nice to have something in the chamber when you're ready to fire up the old PlayStation.
That's good. That's true.
Because you, let's be honest, you spend most of your time looking for something to watch.
Yes.
So when you do have a recommendation in the back of your head, it's nice just to pop it on.
Yep. All I do is I'll just do space documentaries now. And I've gotten to the point where I just feel like a little boop on the map. Just a little boop.
Yeah, just insignificant.
Yeah. It's the weirdest feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like a humbling experience or feeling. It's like I don't know. I think it does more good than bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say a lot of the problems we have on Earth is people thinking they're more than what they are.
Yeah,
I
agree. Preach. You're preaching to the choir.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
But I don't know. We're at like an hour right now.
We can wrap it up. That's the return episode 9.
Episode 9. The return.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can kind of dive into what we want. Do you want to get into like what we kind of want this or what this is going to look like?
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to kind of be similar to last time.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same, but different.
No topics off limits, obviously. You guys, if anybody wants us to talk about a specific thing, I mean, honestly, you can just message or leave it in the comments. It doesn't matter.
Slide into the old DMs.
You can DM. We'll literally, nothing is off limits. And I guess we talk about two pals just talking about wild experiences. It's just the adventures. Just literally, it's just our adventures of just like how weird this world is.
Yeah, we're nomads
in this simulation.
Should we change the name of the podcast to Nomads in the Simulation?
Adventures of the Nomads
in the Simulation. Don't forget about that.
We need like the longest title possible.
The Adventures of the Nomads in the Simulation of Earth in our year 2021.
BC or no AD.
AD CE EFG.
They're like, what does that mean?
The Adventures of the Nomads in the Simulation in our year 2021 ABCDEFG.
Time travelers. Oh my god.
For your listening pleasure.
Yes.
That's in parentheses.
Sponsored by. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of touched on it. That's what it's going to kind of look like, but I think we're good.
Yeah. I agree, man.
That's a solid hour in the tank.
Solid hour for the Ninos.
And the Ninas, and everyone.
Mostly for the Ninos.
Yeah, mostly for the Ninos. Yeah.
Don't forget about the Ninos.
My God.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Have a good rest of your day, or whenever you're listening. Just have a good time. Have a good life.
You too.
I was talking to the listeners.
Oh.
But you too. Yeah. Have a good one.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Goodbye, guys.